Well, I was listening to a TV show, actually a radio show, called Spark. And it's on the CBC. And they were doing a rerun of one of their shows back from July, or June 11th to June 2011. And they talk about this product called Impasse. And it's in Africa, and what it is your bank. How do I explain this? Your bank card is actually, your bank account is actually sits in your phone, so your cellular phone. So if I want to go and pay for a product, say for example, like this lady running across with her 2 dogs, I want to pay for my dog walker. So the dog walker and I both have this software in our phones. We point our phones at each other, and I tell my phone to transfer money from my account into the dog walker's personal account. And I then instantly pay her for her service. So that's in Africa. Here, and they've actually cut out all the middle people, like the banks, the credit card companies, everything. Impasse is its own software and transaction fee type system, kind of like what PayPal is, but it's embedded in her phone. So if she loses her phone and she has a password on the phone, she can call from anywhere else, type in a code on that phone, and her phone will be deactivated. The whole thing will just shut down. You can't get any information, and the whole account is suspended. And then it's transferred into whatever new phone that you buy. And I thought that was a brilliant idea. Because I, like most people, one company takes care of our credit cards, another company takes care of our debit cards, we've got our rewards programs, we've got all sorts of stuff that we don't want people to have access to. So if I lost my wallet today, I'd probably have to make about 10 to 15 different phone calls. Just to make sure that everything was canceled and suspended and all that sort of stuff. But with Impasse, it's all on one device. So it's really convenient. And so if you go up to cashier, you point it at this little round disc or whatever at the cashier, and instantly the money is transferred over. Now, in the States, Google has created Google Wallet. I still have to look it up. But it's basically the same idea, but everything is charged to a credit card or a Google account that you set up. And that wouldn't be too bad, but here's the problem that I have. What are the privacy settings? Will Google instantly know where I am at all times and what I'm buying and where I'm going and what's going on? And what are they going to do with that information that they've gleaned from the system? So there's some huge privacy concerns with that. And I'm not I got to look it up and figure out what they're going to do with it and see if it's actually going to be worth something for me. Because while I just have a debit and a credit card, I'm looking for something that's more secure. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've had to replace my debit card because it's been compromised. Somebody somehow has gotten the number and tried to access the account, and it's not been able to, and so they shut down the card. I had a credit card once. My debit card. Someone grabbed my number. They made the mistake of going to Calgary and buying gas. It's all underneath the threshold. They bought gas a couple times. They went to a convenience store. They went to a restaurant. What really tipped them off is that A, I had not bought a plane ticket, but B, at the exact same moment I was in Calgary trying to buy a TV, I was in Toronto trying to pay for lunch. And it's one of the spots that I go to for lunch. So they declined the card. I called to find out what was going on. they asked me, I said, you know, are you in Calgary? And I said, no, I'm in Toronto. And they said, okay, can you prove it? I said, sure, I can prove it. I'm at this convenience store trying to buy stuff. I've been dealing with customers all day that I've seen in person. You know, I talked to my wife and I said, I'm not in Calgary, I'm in Toronto, where I'm supposed to be. Otherwise my boss is going to be really, really annoyed. I said, okay, thank you, that's fine. We'll suspend the account. You need to go to one of our branches and get a new card. So I did, and everything was fine. But what's Google going to do with all that info? That's my question.